What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another NBA DFS video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. I'm feeling really good about this slate for Saturday, man. We got a good slate on tap for us, number one. We have a good UFC card on tap for us today as well. You can grab your package for that over at Greenlight DFS. And I'm excited about that main event, Islam and Volkanovski. Like, I want Volkanovski to win. My heart wants that, but I understand that realistically it's probably going to be Islam finishing Volkanovski, honestly. But, I mean, I want Volkanovski to win so bad. But anyway, yeah, this is going to be a good fight, though. It's a good fight card in general. So I'm excited about that. Thank you guys for joining me as always. I'm not going to keep up too much of your time. You guys know I like to get in, get out with these videos, get y'all, to the good stuff, and then, send you on your way. So let's start it off. By the way, after this high five is locked in, you still have over 7,000 remaining per spot. So that tells you we've got some solid value on this slate. Starting off as one of my spend ups that I like today is going to be Trae Young. I love this matchup against the Spurs here. The only worry with Trae Young is blowout potential. Okay, that's the only worry. They're at home in Atlanta, but Trae Young is going to be a big reason for it if it does. I can still see him hitting that 50 plus, even in a blowout situation. So at 9-5, I love the matchup against the Spurs. It is a fantastic one, and I'm running Trae Young as one of my top spend ups of the day. Another guy who I really love today is going to be Bradley Beal. You've got Kuzma still out for Washington, and this matchup is a huge plus here against the Pacers. Fantastic matchup here for Bradley Beal at 7-4. I love him on this slate. I have him projected over 40, as you can see, very, very, very slightly. Fantastic matchup against the Pacers at home in Washington. So Bradley Beal is somebody that I really, really like getting exposure to as well. Now, obviously, I'm not having Jokic in the high five, but obviously Jokic is a fantastic play today against Charlotte. Um, I don't have him in here because of roster construction, in my opinion. And the reason being is because Mark Williams at 3-5 for Charlotte is just too great of value. Look at that point per salary. Like, some of our best value on the slate is center only. You've got Zach Collins at 4-1, and you've got Mark Williams at 3-5. Both of these guys feel like some of the best values on this entire slate. And I'm definitely wanting to get exposure to these guys. Okay. And because of that roster construction, it makes it hard to get Jokic in your lineups. At least as of right now, I'm having obviously problems doing that because I love Mark Williams and Zach Collins. If I had to change one of these, it'd probably be Zach Collins just off the point per dollar. And the Greenlight Optimizer doesn't like Collins a ton because of expected ownership and trying to get more sneaky with the GPP range. So it's trying to get like off of that for something else. But honestly, so if I had to change one of these, it would be Zach Collins to Jokic. It wouldn't be Mark Williams. Mark Williams too good a value at 3-5. All right. Last but not least, I'm going back to the guard spot, and I'm going with Colin Sexton. He's only 4K. I haven't projected at almost 30, especially if Clarkson misses again. But even if Clarkson plays, Mike Conley's gone from Utah. Fantastic spot for Colin Sexton. Just continue to get more minutes, just more potential for Colin Sexton to shine. You see the last two games that he started, 37 and 43. Dude is incredibly solid. And at only 4K, he's another guy that's almost a lock on this slate. All right, so let's look at what we have value-wise so far. Mark Williams is at the very top of the list, then Colin Sexton, Devontae Graham for the Spurs. He's the new addition for the Spurs. Terrence Davis for Sacramento. Okongwu for Atlanta, especially if the blowout happens. You could see a lot of Okongwu. Dennis Smith Jr. for Charlotte, Walker Kessler. All these guys grade out as solid value. We've got some decent value once again. Like, Graham is solid. Terrence Davis is solid if Malik Monk does miss. Malik Monk is doubtful, so that makes Terrence Davis in play. I do like Terrence Davis getting extra minutes at 3-3, especially in GPPs. Grabbing Devontae Graham and Terrence Davis are definitely sneaky for GPP. Mark Williams is cash in GPP and no matter what, probably. Yes, the matchup's tough against Denver. He could get in foul trouble, all this other stuff, but you don't need a ton at 3-5. Like, he can hit value just by hitting like 19. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's good for that. And especially with Charlotte going to be needing size down low, they're going to need Mark Williams to play heavy as well. So as long as Mark Williams doesn't get in very early foul trouble against Jokic, which could happen, obviously, this realistically could happen. But at 3-5, there's not a ton of risk here. with this play. You just take it, and if it ends up getting you 6 points, then so be it. That's DFS that night. But at the end of the day, that's the best. That's the best value on the slate. All right. So we got Trey Young, great matchup, great position for him. Bradley Beal, no Kuzma, amazing matchup as well. Mark Williams, we know starting 3-5. Colin Sexton, once again, should be starting at 4K. Pay attention to Clarkson to see how they do things if Clarkson ends up playing. But Colin Sexton, I'm expecting to start, and he's been dynamite. And then Zach Collins, last but not least. And that's the reason I don't have Jokic so far, and I'm not sure about Jokic, is because the double center builds look really sexy to me so far. So we'll see, especially if Keldon Johnson misses or something. Zach Collins is going to be even better. So we'll have to see. Obviously, Podol's gone from San Antonio and all that. So, and they're going to need size down low. So I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. See what the starting lineup ends up looking like and all that stuff, and then we'd have to adjust according to that. But yeah, as of right now, I like the double cheap side tight ends because that's where my favorite value is at the moment. All right. Thank you guys for joining me as always. Let's get this money tonight, y'all. GreenlightDFS.com. Join the squad, and I'm out. Peace.